peeps. It's my final. No, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This is definitely my final and last talk of random thoughts before I graduate and then move on to something else I got planned. And as I'm sitting here at this time, it's 12:56 at night. Early morning, late night, whatever one you want to call it. And I look back on these 4 years of high school, and I realized I didn't do much. I didn't do much by choice. By choice. I didn't hang out with my friends often. Probably should have wish I'd done that more. I didn't do a lot of things for myself. I did a lot for my family, not really much for myself. I don't regret any of that or anything really. But it just begs to wonder for myself of what would happen if I would have did a few things, made a little bit more trouble. Not enough to get me in jail or anything like that, but teenage stuff. Not smoking or drinking. I did try to smoke. It didn't work out, but I tried so hard to just be myself that it seemed like I was trying to fit in. And I know it's confusing, but I look back on some of the times where I made choices where I'm like, I wouldn't have done that. But I wanted to just be something because I didn't really get talked to by my friends. Well, until very fairly recently, like around 11th is when everything really started picking up, but halfway through it. But 9th, 10th, more so isolated. I was floating between groups, between different cliques, different people, different styles. I was sleeping almost everything, so I was basically a walking zombie when I was up, tired, nonchalant, did not care, just get out of my way. Then I got rid of that in 9th. That was it for 9th. That was all 9th grade for me. A bunch of other issues too, but we don't talk on those. But when I hit 10th, I let go of the job that was making me all sluggish because I had odd hours living off caffeine and energy things and sugar, basically, just nothing. Always lethargic. But when I got to 10th and I started locking in, I started being more to myself. I just did not care, but I just did it all. I made a few more friends. I made a little closer knit of a group for myself of people. I was liked by my teachers. Even though I slept in a lot of their classes, they all liked that I did my work right. I wasn't very dumb. I wasn't dumb. Stupid. I can guess I was fairly smart. I didn't see myself. I would push and push and push. It just wasn't enough. Even this year, I tried my darn hardest in an English class, and I was like, I can't do this work, so I just stopped. I wish I pushed myself more and said, alright, look, it's kicking you now. Just get it done. Like, I asked questions and all that, but it just didn't click the understanding. So I'm really thankful for my English teacher. Got me through it this year. Got me through that class this year. My comms teacher, wise guy, I like that. Pretty down to earth, very chill, open. Ready to push boundaries of social norms. Voiceful. Then you had Alvarino, was my teacher last. Miss Alvarino was my teacher last year. Man, that dude. Oh, that dude. Miss O'Connor, ever herself. You can't describe that woman. There's no words. There's no words to describe that woman. No of things in one. It just makes her her. All my teachers are very well. And of course, there's some I did not name. Some are not even here no more. Two of them really aren't. But Miss Evans stuck with me for the 4 years. Clicked on me in 9th grade. She would not get off. I remember sometimes I'd be so angry, she'll wake me up, and I'm like, I just don't care. I'm already good in your class. She's like, no. It gets me to do things. She's the one who pushed me into this program I'm a part of right now. Even though it's about to end. She pushed me into it, and I'm kind of happy I took that chance over the summer. It was eventful. I gotta thank her for that. Mr. Camp, Reinhardt, Fleming, Mr. Fleming, because Dr. Fleming's my comms teacher. So, Dr. Fleming, Mr. Fleming, Miss Floyd Boston, I'm forgetting names right now because I'm just in there, but to all my teachers, I really do love them. And school staff and counselors and all of them, Mr. Bree, Parkinson, and Crawford, and just appreciate all of them. Lunch staff, security, it was an interesting 4 years. And I gotta give a shout out to my instructors for ROTC. For JLTC, I gotta give it to them. Sergeant Adams and Colonel McKiernan. Gotta give it to them. Especially Colonel McKiernan. She was my main go-to this year. Man, she was my main go-to. I really missed her last year when she left, when she had to switch schools. But this year, when she came back, she was one of my main rocks. Not gonna lie on that. Probably wouldn't be here a couple of times. Staying through some of my friends. I went through so much in these 4 years. I feel like I've barely got to live my childhood. I was so focused on getting everything ready for when I graduated that I kind of don't feel like I got to live my child years until I fully enjoyed being young until I got to around 11th and 12th when everything was like, all right, you're doing well, set your strike, but just be a kid, and I'm still am. Still am. I'm never letting that part die in me because I firmly believe the moment I let that die is the moment I lose who I truly am. The moment I let that die is the moment I'll truly lose who I am, and I'm really going to go to a dark place. And to all my friends who made me laugh and giggle, teachers, and everybody that just pushed that child back out, but still kept me to make me a man that I am today. I do thank them. Talk's getting kind of long, y'all, but being and doing all this stuff is crack. Public speaking, podcast, bunch of community services. Oof. But it was fun seeing those. It was all good. Got to do some interesting things. Learn some interesting things. But everything comes to an end. And this chapter is gonna close in 3 days. 2 days, sorry, because it's 2 days it's gonna close. 2 more days. And I'll open up a new one. Well, y'all, this is Jonathan McCoy, class of 2025, Martin Luther King High School, behind the eyes of our youth. Signing off as a high schooler for one last time. Thank you all for this journey, and thank you all for listening. I will give you all a blessed night, or morning, or afternoon, depending when you listen.